Hey guys, Shane with RadCity eBike vlog here. I did my first commute on my RadCity bike today, and I just wanted to talk about it and share my experience with you guys. Going to work, it was a 10.5 mile route. The first 6 miles, it was fairly flat, and then the last 4 miles got pretty hilly. I looked on Strava's website. There you can map out your route and see what your elevation was, and there were some sections where it was about 10%. There was a peak grade of 16%, and I definitely felt that one on the ride. But yeah, it was I wouldn't say it was no problem with the RadCity e-bike, but it got me up the hill and got me to work sweat free. I did slow down a little bit going up those steep grades. I did about pedal assist 3, which outputs around 400 watts of energy, and then I kind of contributed the rest of the power, by pedaling. So, and I do that on purpose. I don't go up to pedal assist 4 or 5, just because in the manual, RadCity recommends that you keep the wattage under 500 watts going up steep inclines, just so that you don't strain the motor and burn out the motor or overheat the motor. So if you leave it in pedal assist 3, and then it's up to you, how fast you want to get up. If you want to move faster up the hill, you just need to pedal more. So yeah, I got to work, like I said, sweat free. It was no problem. Coming back home, I took a little bit longer route. I did 14 miles, again through a hilly area. Same thing, pedal assist 3, and added the power with my legs. And yeah, overall, it was my first time getting to work not in a car, which was an amazing experience. And right now it's really windy. Wow. But yeah, it was an amazing experience, and I had a blast. I got to work. I wouldn't say feeling more energized. I mean, some people get energy from biking. I wouldn't say I felt more energized, but I did feel, I guess, good that I, moved my legs before getting to work and even after work too. Let's see. A few things that I learned on this first commute was that I probably need to invest in some pannier bags to go onto my rack. What I did was I took my backpack and I put my laptop, I put my heavy kryptonite lock in there and a few other things, and I think my backpack might have been close to 20 pounds. So doing that ride, coming home, I could feel the strain a little bit on my back. So that's one thing I learned, especially for long commutes. Let me just turn around here. And yeah, I would say that's probably the biggest thing that I learned. So let me talk about mileage. I started off the ride, left my home with 110 miles on my bike, and I got home at 137. So total, it was, I did 27 miles of riding. So that's about right. 10 miles getting there, 14 miles back, and then I also did 3 miles during my lunch break, just riding around, exploring the different areas. So I started off with a full charge, and then I got home with 1 bar of battery left. And I didn't charge at work just so that I could find out, how capable is the RadCity bike. And so if I pull over here, and if you look at my screen here, you can see that now I have 139 miles and still that 1 bar on there, and I'm riding around in pedal assist 1. So my goal here is not to charge it, just continue riding, today, tomorrow, until it pretty much dies or starts blinking. And then I want to see what the actual range is. So Like I said, I started off with 110 miles. I'm at 139 now. So that's about 29 miles. And it's been on one bar for a little bit now. And I guess that's one of the, I wouldn't say issues, but concerns that I have with the bike is the calibration of the battery meter. So it dropped down to from 5 to 3 bars fairly quickly. And then it stayed at 3 bars for a while and then dropped down to 2 and then to 1. And I've been on 1 for the last half of my ride coming home. And at one point I got pretty scared, so I dropped it down to pedal assist 2, pedal assist 1 sometimes, just to make sure that I had enough juice to get home. And then once I got closer to home, I bumped it back up to pedal assist 3. And so yeah, now I'm at 29 miles and still going. So I'll let you guys know how much I can get out of this charge here. And yeah, like I said, majority of my ride was pedal assist 3, pedal assist 2, pedal assist 3. So we'll see. It'll be kind of like a range test there. But overall, I have no complaints. This bike did its job and I love it. It's a great purchase. So I hope this video helped you guys, and I will see you in the next one.